Welcome to my channel, Gory Giggles. Please like, share, comments, and subscribe my channel, Gory Giggles. In a dimly lit cafe nestled between two crumbling buildings, Vinny the Vampire Barista was lazily steaming milk for a pumpkin spice blood latte when Max the Skeptic stormed in, furiously scribbling equations in his notebook. "It's simply impossible," Max muttered to himself, looking utterly perplexed. Lucy, the overzealous paranormal investigator, dressed in her usual eclectic mix of steampunk attire and equipped with 3 EMF meters, burst in behind him. "Max, did you see the specter at the old manor? It's incredible. There's nothing to see," Max countered, refusing to entertain the idea of ghosts. He placed his notebook on the counter, where Vinny raised an eyebrow sardonically. "Maybe it's just a draft, or perhaps a complex system of mirrors," Max reasoned, well aware his excuses were starting to wear thin. Just then, Derek the Clueless Hero, with his shirt half untucked and hair askew, stumbled into the cafe. Oh guys," he began with an embarrassed grin. "I might have accidentally opened a portal." Again, as the trio turned to Derek, Margaret, the overprotective mother, entered, pushing her way to the front. "My precious Derek," she exclaimed, wrapping him in an overly protective hug. "Are you fine? These ghastly ghosts are simply too much." Avoiding the family drama, Vinny cheekily handed Derek his drink. "Drink up, it'll help you. If not with the ghosts, with your runway hairdo." Evelyn, the witty ghost, made her entrance by phasing through the wall, rolling her transparent eyes at the crowd. "You humans," she sneered playfully, always jumping to conclusions. "Not every bump in the night is about you." Her presence was enough to make Max roll his eyes, Lucy squeal in delight, and Derek spill his drink. Meanwhile, Sammy the reluctant witch sat at the corner table, poring over her spell book with a disgruntled look. "Sorry everyone," she sighed. "I meant to summon a cat familiar, not zombies. My spells always get twisted." No sooner had she spoken than Frank the zombie biker roared in on his spectral Harley, grinning lazily. "Chill folks, I'm just passing through," he assured them, hopping off and casually leaning against the bar. Officer Barry Blunder could be seen peeking through the window, his nose pressed against the glass. Upon seeing the animated group, he burst into the cafe, attempting to impose some semblance of order. All right, calm down," he shouted, his voice trying to command authority. "What seems to be the issue here? Ghosts? Where?" His complete misunderstanding instantly added an extra layer of humor to the hectic scene. Finally, Anita, the aspiring author, stood quietly in a corner, jotting down every absurd encounter with gusto. She looked up and announced to no one in particular, "This will make for a sensational chapter. If only I could tone it down to sound a bit less, well, incredibly insane." A loud thump echoed from the kitchen, followed by snarls of disagreement and hollering. Lucy perked up instantly. "That must be the ghost writer I've been hearing about," she exclaimed, and everyone crowded to the kitchen. They arrived just in time to see a disgruntled ghost arguing with a tumbler of iced coffee. Vinny shook his head, adding a little extra sarcasm to the mix. You'd think after 2 centuries he'd learned to use typewriters instead of telepathy. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of violet and black, chaos seemed to dance endlessly at Vinny's cafe. The skeptical Max kept building flawed rationalizations. Lucy continued her enthusiastic meddling. Derek accidentally bumbled into yet another new disaster. Margaret fretted overly. Evelyn contributed with her cutting wit. Sammy's spells ran riotously amok. Frank stayed helpfully serene. Officer Blunder tangled up in his ineptitude. Anita let her imagination run even more wild than the reality before her. Meanwhile, the ghost writer kept churning out tales, each more ludicrous than the last. And thus, in this hauntingly comical world, the quirks of each character melded into a cacophony of hilarious misadventures. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget like, share, comments, and subscribe my channel, Gory Giggles.